The first steps to closure for victims of sexual abuse in Norfolk, the Harbour Centre, a dedicated base offering support, counselling and a link to police for those who need it. Like this mum, who we're calling Jane. Her daughter was abused by a close family friend. We've hidden her face and changed her voice to protect their identities.
At first I was devastated. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. It really affected me and I got really down and depressed. I completely, as a parent, blamed myself. I thought it was my fault. I'd put my daughter in that position. I trusted someone who did that to her. It took a long time and a lot of work with my crisis worker at the Harbour Centre to realise I shouldn't feel that guilty. And it was me that got her the support she needed and helped her through it all, and I should be proud of that.
The offender was jailed for 4 years at the end of last year for inciting a child to engage in sexual activity. He pleaded guilty the day before the trial, but not before Jane and her daughter had spent 15 months preparing to be witnesses, just one of the things the centre helped them with.
I noticed little things about my daughter changed. She refused to wear girls' clothes, even use a colouring pencil that was pink. I noticed these were different, and the Harbour Centre took on my worries and helped me figure out how I could sort that out and how I could change things. They also helped me in talking to my daughter. I found it really hard to discuss it with her because she was so young, but they gave me ideas on how I should speak to her and how I should address things if she was asking me questions.
The Harbour Centre is funded by the NHS and police, but runs independently, giving both adult and child victims a safe space to talk through what's happened to them and have medical examinations, without the pressure of having to report it officially if they don't want to. It's been open for 6 years and most referrals still do come from police, but manager Claire Scholes is hoping raising awareness as part of Sexual Abuse and Sexual Violence Awareness Week will encourage more people to come forward themselves.
Lots of people don't like to think that this sort of thing goes on. Unfortunately it does, but it's really just getting that message out that if something has happened to you, it's just to get in touch with us, and we will, even if it's something that we can't necessarily support you with, is that we will always signpost you on to other agencies. So it's really, not wanting us to be known as sort of Norfolk's best kept secret.
When people come here, they are frightened, they are unsure, and it's a very personal thing for somebody to come in here and for them to tell us what's happened to them. We never ever underestimate how difficult it is for somebody to walk through our doors.
The Harbour Centre is one of just 50 facilities of its kind in the country, and with the number of reported cases of sexual assault continuing to rise, it's one that's proving vital for the recovery of victims like Jane's daughter and her family. Lauren Hewitt, Mustard TV, Norwich.